In a unique turn of events, Babylon 5 creator Joseph Michael Straczynski is rebooting his own space opera. The original 90s science fiction series was considered groundbreaking at the time for Straczynski's approach in conceptualizing and utilizing a pre-planned 5-year story arc, with each episode envisioned as a chapter in the story. The original series kicks off in the year 2257 and is centered around the space station Babylon 5, built and positioned deep in neutral space in the aftermath of several major interspecies wars. Hailed as the last best hope for peace, Babylon 5 was a dream given form, a port of call for travelers, refugees, diplomats, and entrepreneurs. A neutral venue where the 5 major spacefaring races of the galaxy could gather and work to resolve their issues peacefully. While reboots of classic IPs are nothing new, for a creator to reimagine their own story in a from-the-ground-up reboot is unprecedented and no doubt presents interesting creative challenges. A Babylon 5 reboot was announced late September 2021. However, shortly after, the CW network where it was set to air was put up for sale. Mark Pedowitz, the president of the CW, assured Straczynski that this would not be the end of his new project, as he made sure to roll production on the reboot into the next year in 2023, while the dust settled on the network's sale and acquisition by Nexstar Media Group. This new reboot is going in the direction of Westworld and Battlestar Galactica, in taking certain evergreen elements of the original series and telling a different story that attempts to retain the same spirit of the original. Fans may understandably be worried about this reboot under the youth-oriented CW network and whether the acquisition by Nexstar may be a positive development. However, there has been a recent revelation that a secret original Babylon 5 project in addition to this reboot is in the works as well. Straczynski recently took to Twitter where he first talked about this new secret B5 project in a message to his patrons, saying, quote, "By the way, and FYI, my patrons are first to hear everything related to B5 and all my other projects. Getting pages from my new novel peeks into a secret B5 project that has been completed for a 23 release. Commentaries, archival photos, storyboards, scripts, and more." What's most surprising about this news that JMS made sure to emphasize is that this secret B5 production has already been completed and is set to debut in 2023. Fans were definitely excited after this revelation and naturally had many questions for the showrunner over the subsequent days. In a following tweet, Straczynski said, quote, "The great thing is that the secret B5 project isn't one of those maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. It's done. It has a 23 release date, and it's the closest thing to the original B5 in tone of anything we've done since. As if no time has passed at all, 100% Crescent Fresh." In a separate tweet, JMS added, "The agonizing part is that, even though it's finished, the project won't be debuted until a big presentation at next year's San Diego Comic-Con, after which it will be made available." The clues JMS teases definitely highlight that this project is closely connected to the original series, with a very similar tone, emphasizing that it's as if no time has passed at all. His careful choice of words, however, makes me question whether it is a project set within the original series canon, or if it's meant to be connected to the reboot somehow, perhaps as a way to draw in fans of the original, encouraging them to check out the new reimagined series. The fact that he merely points to the tone as being close to the original series makes me tend to believe that it is indeed part of the reboot's new canon, but retains the same spirit of what came before. So far, all we can do is speculate. For more clues as to the nature of this project, in an article from Space.com, it was reported that in March of 2021, Straczynski put out a request on Twitter for anyone who worked on the special effects for the original show and who might still have some of the CGI files to get in touch with him as they were needed. Rumors then swirled as to what could be in the works with B5 and Warner Brothers. Many suspected that an animated movie or series of movies could be in development. An animated film certainly sounds intriguing and could allow for original cast members to reprise their roles in whatever time frame is needed without having to worry about de-aging. However, other formats for this secret project can't be ruled out either. Several days after Straczynski's initial social media post, he took to Twitter again to clarify the dual B5 projects in development, saying, quote, B5 Project 1 is the reboot reimagining for CW, which is awaiting a production order. Project 2 is the one we've been doing in secret with some of the cast. Until there's an official announcement, all of us are sworn to secrecy, and can't tell you what it is or even what medium it's in. I can only tell you that it's done and has a 2023 release date. After this clarification, it's less certain whether the two projects have anything to do with each other, as the reboot itself is currently awaiting the official production order. However, I can't help but speculate whether there would be a similar start to the reboot as the original series itself if these two projects do end up being connected. This secret project might end up paving the way for the reboot, drumming up excitement for its premiere, as did the pilot film for the original series. Babylon 5's first episode premiered as a test pilot film in 1993 entitled Babylon 5: The Gathering. Only after the success of the pilot movie did Warner Bros. Give the green light for production on the series, which aired almost a year later in 1994. Admittedly, there is not much to go on in Straczynski's clarification tweet to confirm or deny certain rumors regarding the secret project, as the showrunner is sworn to secrecy. However, whatever the project's form may be, many fans are no doubt excited that members of the original cast got to be a part of this production. In commenting on the cast, JMS revealed that all surviving main cast members from the original series participated in this project, and later, in response to fan questions on Twitter, he also made a point to emphasize that all means all when it comes to which cast members would be included. So in addition to Bruce Boxleitner, Claudia Christian, Peter Jurasik, Bill Mumy, Tracy Scoggins, and Patricia Tallman, it could also mean that Andrea Thompson, who played telepath Talia Winters before departing in Season 2, Jason Carter, who played Marcus Cole, and Julie Caitlin Brown, who portrayed Ambassador Jakar's aide, Natoth, could have joined as well. Fans have speculated whether or not this production will expand upon the stories of the original series, perhaps producing a film centered around the telepath war. However, these clues from JMS indicate that there really isn't a solid basis to assume this project is indeed an actual B5 production set within the original series canon. Also, the inclusion of main cast members doesn't necessarily mean they will be reprising their same roles. It is possible they could be portraying different characters in a project connected to the impending reboot, perhaps in the form of a prologue of sorts. Regardless of what this project is or what form it will take, I'm very excited about the surviving main cast members' participation, and the fact that it is already completed and ready to be revealed at next year's San Diego Comic-Con. JMS, in another tweet, did say that any official announcement regarding the production and its form will have to come from others, but did share it is something he is very proud of, and noted that his patrons will get the new details about this project ahead of everyone else. I'll leave a link in the description below for his patron page if you'd like to check it out. But I'm curious to know what you think about this secret Babylon 5 project. What medium do you suspect it will be presented in, and what story do you think could be featured in this new production? Do you think this will be part of the original series canon, or tied closer to this new reboot instead? What are you most excited to see from this project featuring the original main cast members? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. Thank you all so much for your support. And as always, have a very nerdy day.